quality and diversity were really fantastic. I mean, there was such a breadth of stuff, and I mean, that's really hard when you do have so much quality, but you do have to try and get a good spectrum of different things. So that was the real challenge, is, you know, when everything's of a certain quality, it's just trying to make sure there's a nice spread of variety. I think the main thing I was personally looking for was originality of idea, excitement in terms of engagement with an audience, you know, just looking at the thing as if I was a punter, you know, what do I want to see? You know, trying to, again, get a variety of different performances and different types of music. I think the commissions will appeal to a vast age range. I mean, just the composers themselves are, you know, there's a mixture in the composers and there's a mixture in the commissioning body, so that kind of will be reflected, I think, in the audiences. You know, some things will work in outdoor spaces, indoor spaces, you know, to very large audiences, and there's a lot of projects that are, you know, invite audience participation, so there's different levels for people to engage with the projects in. I think any opportunity you get to listen to new music is great, and to be honest, that was the main reason why I took the job, so to speak, was, you know, obviously I get to meet some my fantastic co-workers, if you like, on the panel, and it's great to sit in a room with these guys and talk about music, all having had a similar listening experience, and just to I don't know, get a measure of where different people see things. And, you know, everyone comes with their experience and their perspective, so it's always really helpful, just from a personal learning, to just see what somebody else might say about something that you've heard, and just get a different perspective on things. So it's I mean, even besides being a judge on a panel, I think it's really helpful for the mind just to see how people think about new music, and you get different ideas just by talking about music. I think it's fair to say I've got plenty of ideas, you know, reading down the list and seeing, you know, just reading through all the proposals, seeing, you know, the vast amount of imagination and creativity that people have gone through just to get it on paper, let alone actually realising it. So I think, you know, obviously the fun part for them now is going to be in the realisation, but certainly in terms of my ideas, you can't but help, you know, kind of relate what you've seen back onto your own projects and see how you might be able to develop things or improve things. So it's definitely helpful. A good beginning, good end, and a nice middle bit. I think, yeah, I mean, you just have to engage, I think, with it has to, whether it's a negative feeling, I think as long as some kind of feeling is felt by somebody, whether it's one person or a million people, if people can feel your music, that's ultimately what you want to happen. From where I'm sitting right now, I'd probably have to say it's pretty good, seeing as I'm personally about to perform a new commission with the LSO just in a couple of days, and I'm doing projects in Birmingham with jazz electives and different youth projects, and so from my perspective it's pretty good. I mean, I don't think you can ever have too many commissions, so you know, the more the merrier. But yeah, it's nice to be appreciated for your work and get opportunities to expand your work and continue to write. I think the issue of funding is important because some of these ideas that I mean, you know, so many ideas live in the head and they can be crazy and outrageous, and unless somebody or some organisation is willing to invest, sometimes that's as far as they'll get. They'll just live in your head, or, you know, perhaps live and die in your head as well. So funding is really important to just see ideas flourish, you know, get out of the mind onto paper and hopefully develop into fully fledged compositions and ideas. And I mean, it's by no means, I think, you know, creativity will always happen regardless of funding, but funding definitely makes the situation a lot easier and, you know, makes things, you know, just greases the wheels, so to speak. So it's really important, you know.